So when my daughter was in high school, at that time she was for some reason like not very religious, but she was a little religious. She was going through some depression and stuff like that, anxiety, clinical depression, and so she was like a little bit religious. She went into her science class, and the teacher decided that he was going to talk about evolution, which is fine, and then talk about how he felt about evolution and how he felt about religion and how he felt about things. And I guess he thought that none of the children were going to come home and tell their parents. But he didn't know that my daughter, who at the time was diagnosed with depression and was taking this in a very literal way and very upsetting. She therefore called me from school crying, and that's all she had to do. I went down there after getting my sneakers on, ran down the hallway to the counselor's office. When I walked in, they all were expecting me, and they knew what was going to go down. I then brought the guidance counselor into the office and told her to start typing, that I was going to be typing up a paper that everyone there was going to sign, stating that if I ever had to come down to this school again for anything like that I would be owning not only her and the teacher and the principal and every teacher in the school, but the school itself. Because my daughter was diagnosed with depression and anxiety, and the last thing she needed was for her teacher to be talking about his fucking personal views in the classroom. I then had a meeting with the principal, who then obviously totally agreed with me, which I believe he really actually did too. Told me that the teacher had no right to be talking about any of that in the classroom. Apologized profusely, of course, because he knew I could own the school, public school. And, it went to his record. And he was also ordered to call and apologize to me. And when he did, I simply asked him one question. And I'm not even a Christian at the time, but I still knew that it would bother him. So I said to him, let me ask you something. How about I come to your house tonight and I wake your kids up and I tell them all about Jesus Christ? Would you like that? Would you like that? And he said, no. I said, okay, so keep your mouth shut in the fucking classroom.